Hello, welcome to another installation of Cod's behind the scenes weird wacky history. We're in the control room of Cod and I'm at the diving station. Gato class boats, of course, had bow and stern plane controls and shallow water diving gauges. The big one here over my shoulder reads the depth of the bow. The one further aft reads the depth at the stern. With a 312-foot submarine diving at a 7 or 8 degree down angle, you're going to get radically different depth readings when you're diving. Once you get under, of course, the boat will be level. And below 165 feet, we're going to turn our attention to the secret deep water gauge, which, of course, being a Gato class boat, ours calibrates down to 450 degrees, rather feet. And of course, our test depth is 300 feet. What I want to talk about, though, are these large wheels. Now, a common misconception is that this is how you control the bow planes, and that wheel is for controlling the stern planes. And that's true. That's what they're for, but they're only used in manual power mode. Most of the time, when you have power available, of course, you are using, in fact, these little control levers here. Now, our bow planes are rigged electrically up forward. Our stern planes are rigged hydraulically aft. It's an electro-hydraulic system, actually. So you're not really turning these big wheels unless, for some reason, you don't have the power option available to you. It's been a technical issue with us whenever we get movies or documentary people down here. They want us to unchain the wheels and they want to spin them around. And I'll ask them, well, how much do you want to be accurate? Because in all honesty, they're sitting here and they're controlling the angle of those planes with the small movements of these levers. Now, of course, like everything, you want to train your crew in using these controls in manual mode. And that brings us to the story I want to tell. Cod was a brand new boat. We had just been built at Electric Boat Company. We were commissioned and we were sent on our way out to the Pacific. Now, Cod came down the Atlantic seaboard, across the Caribbean, and went through the Panama Canal. When she exited the Panama Canal on the Pacific side, she set course for the Galapagos Islands. Now, the Navy had a very secret refueling station in the Galapagos Islands, and we stopped there and topped off the tanks. And just happened to be that the Navy supply depot there was running a special. Free stalks of bananas with every fill up of fuel. We didn't have fuel perks in those days. So after Cod topped off her tanks, she took aboard a couple of stalks of fresh bananas. And our cook, George Sacco, he was making his first patrol on a submarine. It fell to him to find a place to stow these two large stalks of bananas. Well, not being qualified in submarines, that was a risky assignment. But he did find a home for them, and they stowed them away, and the Cod was underway for the war zone. Now, our captain, Captain Dempsey, decided it was really time to really get serious about the training, and we were doing a series of crash dives, again, to whittle down the time it took the Cod to get completely underwater. 38 seconds was about the best, I'm told, by our officers, and that's, of course, a very credible time to be fully on the surface and then be completely submerged. But after several dives in power mode, the captain felt that it was appropriate to train the diving crew here on a manual dive using the large wheels. And of course, we dove, and you now have to spin these wheels, and it's rather difficult. It takes quite a few spins to get even 1 degree of deflection on the planes. But as they started spinning the wheels, they heard a tremendous loud banging, bang, 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 coming from somewhere aft. Well, the captain, being safety conscious, aborted the dive, and they surfaced, and the word went out to all compartments, what the hell was that? Nobody seemed to know. So they checked the systems here, and they couldn't find anything that was amiss. So they went again and made another dive in manual. And sure enough, again, bang, bang, bang. Well, the captain aborted the dive, and we got to the surface. And he ordered our engineering officer, Frank Kimball, to find out where the hell the source of that mysterious noise was. Well, the shafts over here, they're about 4 inches in diameter. They run literally the length of the boat from this gearbox. They'll jog up and down. They'll jog up and down as we go toward the stern. But there was no encumbrance here. They checked the galley, no problem there. They checked the crew's mess where it passes through the overhead, no problem there. I got to crew berthing, a very long extent where that shaft runs through the berthing space, no problem there either. Until they got to the crew shower, and they looked in the crew shower. There's a canvas cotton shower curtain. They pushed that aside, and to their horror, there were several hundred pounds of banana paste splattered everywhere. It seems George Sacco hung the stalks of bananas over the shaft and tied them off, so that when that shaft began spinning in manual mode, these bananas were smashing everywhere. That was the source of the mysterious noise. Now, George Sacco told me this, and of course, 40, 50 years later, it was a big joke. And I asked him, well, what was the outcome of that? He said, well, I was told to qualify a little quicker. And he said it fell to me to find a use for this 50, 60, 70 pounds of banana paste that they were able to recover. So for the next several weeks, Cod crew enjoyed banana bread, banana pudding, and banana everything. So that's the mystery sound, the story of our bananas. And we are glad you joined us. Remember to give us a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll be back for more. Thank you.